morning, students. In the previous class we have discussed the methods of recording of depreciation, and now you know that there are two methods of recording. The first one is where depreciation is transferred to fixed assets, and the second one where the depreciation has been transferred to the provision for depreciation. Okay, so these two methods practically we have discussed. So today also I'm not going to do anything different. I'm taking one of the example from this method only, and while discussing these methods we have taken original cost method in the previous class. Okay, so today I will take the written down value method, and one more question I will be solving for you for the better clarity. Alright, and one more new thing we will learn here, students. The questions which we have done in this chapter till now, we have done the starting with the purchase of machinery. Sometimes they don't give us the purchase, means they have purchased the machinery a few years back, and they are giving you the balance today. So we have the balance of machinery, and of course the time you have purchased the machinery, depreciation they must have started charging from that particular date only. So you will have the depreciation accumulated in that account. So in this question which I am going to take you, a little new thing you will be learning here. So we will have the balance of machinery and we will have the balance of provision for depreciation. How to do that? Okay. So here I am taking illustration number 23 in this book. And once again I am telling you, this is last year's book, so you may have some different illustration number, but as I will tell you the figures and I will read the question, so you come to know which illustration you have. Right? So it's telling the following balances appear in the books of Depreciation and Sons. So Depreciation and Sons, I'll go for that. Machinery account as on this is 1st January 2014. It's 1st January 2014 is 8 lakh, and provision for depreciation as on 1st January 2014, that is 3 lakh 18,000. Okay. Now on 1st January 2014, they decided to sell a machine for rupees 34,500. This machine was purchased for rupees 1,20,000 on 1st January 2010. Have you understood? We have the balances on 1st January 2014, and we have a balance. They are telling that this machinery has been purchased in previous years, means 1st January 2010. Alright. Now, show the machinery account and provision for depreciation account for the year 2014 only, assuming the firm has been charging depreciation at the rate of 10% per annum on the written down value method. The accounts are closed on 31st December every year. Here 2-3 things are there which you have to keep in your mind. Here the accounts are closing on 31st December. Students, you can get the question in both the ways, so you should be careful. Either this is closing on 31st March or 31st December. Second thing, here we have reducing balance method, diminishing balance method, or you can say the written down value method. Okay, and 10% per annum is the rate of depreciation, and we have the balances of your machinery and provision for depreciation. Fine. So we have to prepare two accounts simultaneously. So let's prepare. So here I'm preparing. Okay, I just prepare like this. This is your machinery account. Okay, this is So let's prepare another account also side by. I'm preparing it here only. So it's easy for you to understand when both the accounts are together. So this is your machinery account and this is provision for depreciation. Okay, this is your debit side and this is your credit side, right? Now it's telling that machinery account as on 1st January 2014 and it is containing the balance of rupees 8 lakh. So assets are having debit balances. So let's move to the debit side of this machinery. As we have the balances, so we will write to balance brought down and the amount is 8 lakh. 1st January 2014. Second, it is telling provision for depreciation as on the same date, 1st January 2014. This is 3,80,000. Students, provisions are your liabilities and having the credit balances. So let's move when we take the opening balance, so that we will start from the credit side. My balance brought down. This is 3,80,000. Date is the same, 1st January 2014. Okay. Now you have to understand its meaning, its relation. They must have purchased this machinery, a few years back, but today it is showing the balance this much. And as we have purchased this machinery, in the previous time, so depreciation must have been accumulated. That we have tackled the provision for depreciation account, and we can see this is the depreciation, right? So 8 lakh की machinery के आज तक 3,80,000 depreciation लगा है. So easily you can find out the written down value on this date, 8 lakh minus 3,18,000. So the written down value of this machinery on this particular date is means we can calculate by reducing this. Fine. Now it's telling that on 1st January 2014, on this date only, they decided to sell a machine for rupees 34,500. This machine was purchased for rupees 1,20,000 on 1st January 2010. That's very important. Well, here the machinery is having balance 8 lakh. Quite possible, students, it is not only one machine. Maybe this is a group of a few machines, or sometimes we say a part of the machine which separately you have attached to that. Okay, so it may have more than one machine. So the same thing they are telling in this question, that one machinery they are selling on this particular date, 1st January 2014. At what price they are selling? They are selling for 34,500, and this machine was purchased on 1st January 2010. At what price they have purchased? 1,20,000. Understood that? 1st January 2010 को उन्होंने 1,20,000 की एक मशीन खरीदी थी, जो आज यानी कि 1st January 2014 4 साल के बाद उन्होंने बेच दी है 34,500. So this is the question. So we know how to deal with that. Here we have to show the entry of the sale and the depreciation, accumulated depreciation जो है हमारा वो हम दिखाएंगे. We will find out the purchase and profits and losses of the sale. Okay, so let's calculate this. 10% depreciation they are charging. So for this we have to prepare one working. We have to find out the depreciation on this part of the machinery which they are selling. Okay, so let's prepare this. So here we can take the book value or the cost you can say, and here we can say the accumulated depreciation on this. So this is your book value and this is accumulated depreciation. That is very fine, right? So the balance book value on 1st January 2010, when they have purchased it, its value was 1,20,000. depreciation we have provided in this year? 12,000 is the depreciation for this year. This is 2010 का depreciation. Okay, 12,000. Now what is the value remained? Now you have a value 1,08,000. On which date? 1st January 2011. Fine, next year. I'm sorry. Now you have to provide depreciation again. Next year has started and end of this year is on 31st December. Each year, the year ends on 31st December. So it ends and depreciation will be charged at the rate of 10%. So the 10% is 10,800. So this is the depreciation which we are keeping and accumulating year after year. Okay, ये जुड़ता जा रहा है हमारा depreciation. And here what is the value? Reduced value. It's 97,200. Okay, and this is on 1st January 2012. Now once again this year's depreciation it is 9720. So this is the amount of depreciation we write here. So this year we just find out the depreciation of each year. Okay, so this is here the value is 87,480, written down value on 1st January 2013 value. Okay. So this year the amount of depreciation was that much. Now this year ends on 31st December 2013. How much depreciation? 10% of this 8748. Alright. So this is the amount of depreciation I'm writing here 8748. And its written down value is it's 78,732 is the written down value. Here we have charged the depreciation. So this value is on 1st January 2000. Alright students. So here we have calculated the written down value of the machine which we are going to sell. Fine. So this is the written down value, and these are the depreciation of all 4 years. So we can total it, how much depreciation in total. So if we do the total, we find 41,268 is the total amount of depreciation. Alright. So what to do? Here this is the provision for depreciation. And this amount of the depreciation is a part of the sum. Alright? Because this 8,000 is including this 1,20,000. This value is a part of this 8 lakh. And this depreciation separately which I have calculated for the machinery which we have sold. So this is also part of this provision for depreciation. This depreciation 41,261 is included in this. So, what to do when I sell this assets? The normal entry is bank account debit to this machine. Okay. So, by when? What is the sale price? Sale price of this machinery is given 34,500. So, we have taken 34,500. Okay. Now, next step is to provide the depreciation, as we have a provision for depreciation method. So what I will be doing, I will be taking this depreciation from this account, and that I have calculated how much relates to this machinery which we are selling. That is 41,268. What is the entry we have done in the previous question, if you remember? Well, we credit this plant and machinery and we debit the provision for depreciation. So the entry is provision for depreciation account debit to this is machinery account. Alright. How much? This is 41,268. Okay. So this is the amount of depreciation which relates to that. Fine. And the date is of course same on 1st January 2014. Okay. question arises. First we take this as we have passed the entry. So this entry will be posted here also. Provision for depreciation account debit to machine. Machine credit for. So let's go to the machinery accounts credit side by provision for depreciation account. How much? This is 41,268. Okay. Now we have to find out either there is a profit or loss. Okay. So we have the whole calculation. Well, the cost was 1,20,000. All right. The cost was 1,20,000, and this much depreciation is there. So we have this much. You know, this is the written down value. There is no need to reduce it once again. So this is the written down value, 78,732, and you have sold it at 34,500. Sale price. You have sold for 34,500. So this is written down value, 34,500. Okay. So what amount? See, this is your return down value. This is your sale price. So do you have some profit or loss in this transaction? This was the value. This is sale price. That's very clear that you are in loss. Okay. 78,000 something की चीज आपने 34,500 में बेची, तो you have a loss. So let's find out. This is your 44,232 is a loss on the sale of this machine. Okay. So where comes the loss? Loss comes in the machinery account, this side, by profit and loss account. It's 44,232. Right? So this way we have shown this. So here we have completed this regarding your this machinery. Okay. But as we have the remaining also, it's a part of the machinery which we have sold. But what about the another part which is still existing in the business? We have to provide the depreciation on that also. Isn't it? So we have a depreciation dena hai, and we have to find out the balance. Okay. So if you do the total of this machine here, you know, 34,541 something and 44 something. So its total will be 1,20,000. ये वाला वैल्यू आ जाएगा. मीन्स कितनी वैल्यू की चीज आपकी कम होगी. ठीक है. तो बाकी कितनी बची है आपकी? We can remove this now. Okay. Another calculation we are going to do. The value of your machine in the starting was 8 lakh, okay, and how much you have sold? 1,20,000 you have sold. So what is the value remaining with you? That is 6,80,000. Okay, तो 6,80,000 की वैल्यू आपके पास बची है, जिस पे आपको अभी डेप्रिसिएशन प्रोवाइड करना है. Alright. Now the question arises, it's not that original cost method कि आप original cost of depreciation 10% से दे देंगे. It's not that. This is what? Reducing balance method, written down value method है. तो इसका जो depreciation था उसमें आज तक कितना आप depreciation दे चुके हैं, बची हुई वैल्यू पे आप लगाएंगे depreciation. So let me solve it how. See, this was the depreciation on this. So we can make another column. Total was 3,80,000 was the depreciation. Okay, and on this 1,20,000 you have provided 41,268. So let's check the calculation. Well, here we have this comes 2,76,732. Okay, are you getting, students? So this was your value in the starting. This was the balance of your provision for depreciation. Okay, this you have sold, so you have reduced out of it. Fine. And this one 41,268 was the depreciation amount regarding the machine which you have sold, and it was included in this. So I have reduced this. Okay. So So right now, what is the position? I have the machinery of 6,80,000 जिस पे आज तक depreciation लग चुका है. It's 2,76,732. ये depreciation इसमें लग चुका है. ठीक है. अब हमें आगे depreciation provide कराना है. All right. So what is the written down value? Now the question arises कि which method we are following. Once again I'm telling you, if it would have been original cost, no problem, 6,80,000 पे आप लगा सकते हैं, because you can have the same kind of question with that method, okay? But as we have written down value method, so let's find out the written down value of this. This was your 6,80,000 original cost, okay? And इसमें depreciation कितना लग रहा है? 2,76,732 is the amount of depreciation. So what is the written down value? We just minus it. We find it's 8 and 6, 2, 3, 0 and 4. This is 4,03,268. This is the written down value which we have. Okay. So we provide depreciation on this written down value. What is the rate of interest? Rate of depreciation, that is 10%. Fine. 10% we provide, and that comes 40,327 right now. Okay. All right. So this is the amount of depreciation which we have to provide. All right. Now, always keep in mind which method we are doing, where we have to provide. It is not the first method, it is second one, provision wala method. So this depreciation on the remaining assets goes to this provision for depreciation. Okay, by depreciation. Remember the entry, depreciation account debit to provision for depreciation. How much? 40,327. All right. So in assets account we don't have to do anything. Okay. When the transaction comes in the asset side, the time when we are selling, and right now we are not selling anything. We have sold a part of that. That's all. Okay. So we'll find out the balance here. But for the remaining machinery, which we did not sell, only a part of the machinery we have sold. The remaining machinery we have to provide the depreciation for the whole year. Okay. For 12 months depreciation are provided here, 20,327. So let's find out the balance of this account. That comes the total is 3,58,327. Okay. And what is the balance? We just reduce this out of that. So this comes 3,17,050. So this is what? This is your balance. Balance carried down. On which date? That's on 31st December 2014. Because your year is ending on 31st December every year. Fine. 31st December 2014. This is the balance of your accumulated depreciation, or you can say provision for depreciation. Okay. Next year, this starts on 1st January 2015. You can show the balance by balance brought down, and this is 3,17,059 rupees. All right. And if we wind up this machinery account, so we have to find out the balance now. This is 8 lakh simple. Fine. And if I do the total of this, comes 1,80,000. That's very simple. 8 lakh is 120 cost count base. So what is the value remaining with us? That is 6,80,000. You can see here. 8 lakh is 120 minus here. 6,80,000 is the balance. Okay. So this is by balance carried down. The date is 31st December December 2014. Alright, and if we show the balance here, to balance brought down, so 6 lakh 80,000 on 1st January 2015. Right, students? So this way we have to do. Whatever the complications are there, go through the question properly and start doing with full confidence. Okay? Understand the concept, understand the journal entry, because sometimes when you get confused somewhere, so journal entry helps you where to write and what to write. Right? So journal entry in the previous class we have discussed. Right, students? So I have taken two questions of this method, provision for depreciation, and this was a little bit different because here we have taken the balances which were carried from the previous year. Alright, so I hope you can do the questions of this method. So in the next class we have a last method, that is assets disposal account. So that we will be taking. So by the time keep practicing, and if you have any doubts, so ask.